When I find crews to go out on these moves, I take 20% of each move. Let's say a move is complete by $310, right? And I took 20%, so I'm gonna do that in my phone right now. 310 times 0.20% equals $62. Hey guys, my name is Raylan and welcome to the Hustle Network. We are gonna learn about how much to pay your movers and where to find reliable movers. I know you're at the point now where you purchased the book, which is if you haven't purchased the book, it will be in the description box below. But you've read the book, you've got everything pretty much packed down, you've posted, you may even have booked a move, and now you don't know what to do because you haven't found your reliable movers. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you, like I mentioned before in my previous videos, I get 20% of each move, or I will get a referral fee. Now when I say referral fee, if I reach out to another moving company and I say, hey, like my schedule is overbooked, I have no crews available, do you mind taking on this move? But if my pricing is low compared to theirs, because remember, they're paying for trucks, they're paying for their crew, they're paying insurance, they're paying travel fee, and if my price is not, it's kind of like where they're questioning, like, dang, is this even worth it if my guys go out? I'm only gonna make so much money. But to me, in my eyes, I look at it as $40, $50, $60. To me, if I was a moving company, that's $40, $50, $60 I didn't have before anything. But not everyone looks at it in that aspect. But if I'm reaching out to a moving company, I might not say, hey, can I take 20%? Hey, I'll give you this move, it's already booked, I've already confirmed with the customer. Can you give me $25? Can you give me $50 off of this move? Usually people have no issue with that because it's like, yeah, I'll do that, that's not an issue. And if you're continuously bringing income to them or profit to them, they don't mind. But if you are actually using like people that you know or crews or however, without using a moving company and you guys are contracting it out, you can do two different things. You can take a percentage of the move, whether it's 50 to 20%, or you can pay them hourly and they'll be an independent contractor. They have to have their own dollies, they have to have their own shrink wrap, they have to have their own everything basically. You can do that, but you also have to understand that if you're calling someone to do something for you and it's their time is money, time is valuable, so they have to leave their home to, you know, do this job. It has to be worth it. Doesn't matter what platform you are using, the number one thing to do is yours. Now where can you find these motivated, reliable movers? There's Craigslist, there's Facebook, if you know friends. Like when we first started out, it was actually a lot easier for us because we started off with family. So that made things a lot easier because if family needed a ride, we were there. If they lived near us, we would just take our family. I used my brother, I used my uncle, I used my mom's boyfriend. It sometimes is a lot easier to find people that you already know. You can simply put like a Facebook post on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Also, you want to find guys who are strong and can lift more than 50 pounds. I've had movers who have, you know, great attitudes, dependable, reliable, but also they can't lift more than 50 pounds or they're struggling, and you don't want that because that makes a difference on a job. If they can't, you know, lift their part, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, that's happened to me. I've seen it happen before. If they can't lift their part or if they have no technique in lifting, and you don't necessarily have to be skinny, overweight. That's not the thing. The thing is, are they physically strong enough to be able to handle their own? That is number two. Number three is, when I say motivated and reliable, I mean, you want movers who you can call at a drop of a dime and they're ready to go. And that makes a difference because when you get on platforms like U-Haul, Hire a Helper, and wants to book a same-day move, which is great, but can also be an inconvenience. A lot of times I take same-day moves, and it makes a difference as well. I'll tell you later on. But You want people that you can call right then and there and they say, hey, I can be there in an hour. Because a lot of times when you're like on a U-Haul site, and if you didn't block off that day, you have to do that move. Because if not, they cancel the move, and you can only have so many cancellations up until the point where U-Haul doesn't even want to list you on their site anymore. That's happened to me when I first started U-Haul. I was trying to take on too many jobs, and I was owner operator, so I was also doing those jobs. Even though I had so many crews, it was like summertime and I was still just taking in so much. But if you don't have these crews, if you don't have the crews lined up, it's not going to be successful. Okay, now, not to say that you don't want to grow, not to say that you don't want to have more than what you can handle, because it's a growing opportunity as well, but you just want to make sure that you have reliable, motivated movers. There's a lot of times where I've had a move and unfortunately it didn't work out. You know, I'll text the person or call the person, say, hey, I need you to go here. They said that they're available, but then it comes time when they're supposed to already have arrived at the move, and unfortunately they text me and said, hey, my girlfriend can't take me, or hey, I'm really beat up, I can't do it, I'm so tired from the last few moves. Those are the type of movers that you don't want, and that you know that, hey, I can't use these movers anymore unless it's like an emergency. But other than that, it can definitely destroy your reputation. It can destroy your review process. And it can mess up a lot of things for you and your business. Like I mentioned before, reviews are everything. People look at reviews. They want to see that you are reliable. They want to see what other people think of your services after they've obtained them. So that's something really important. Post. You can either say, hey, looking for 2 laborers. You can say, hey, are you looking to start your own moving company and having a difficult time finding the jobs? I'll find them for you. Call me, I'm looking for crews. And then you can kind of pitch how you wanted to do everything and things like that. Because the thing is, you want people to call you. You want people to be calling you, letting you know that, like, hey, I'm reliable, I can do it, I have my brother, me and my brother, we can move, so-and-so, so-and-so. And when you find crews that have like a friend or like a relative or like a brother, it's so much easier, because either they can leave together, you don't have to worry about one arriving and not the other, or they can carpool, and it makes things a lot easier versus waiting for this person and waiting for that person, and find out that this person's 30 minutes out. So when you want to find your reliable movers, you simply want to do something such as a Craigslist ad. Now, you might not specifically want to post in labor, but instead try posting in gigs. So down on the Craigslist, so on Craigslist at the bottom here, I will show you guys, you want to go ahead and click in gigs. I have gotten tons of responses when looking for movers. Say that you don't want to use Craigslist. Maybe you've had a bad experience, or simply you just don't have the $5 to post an ad. So you want to try Facebook Marketplace. You want to network. You want to tell a friend to tell another friend. You want to think, do I have brothers? Do I have uncles? Do I have cousins? Do I have family or friends that are in need of some money and that can help me, that you know that can pass a background check, that you know that everything is good with them? Because you got to keep in mind that these guys are going into people's homes, storages, offices, whatever it may be that they're moving from. And that's simple. You just kind of be straightforward. Don't try to peep around the bush. Let them know directly, hey, I booked the moves. And it's easier to do with family. It's easier to do with friends. It's easier to do it with friends of other friends, because you're more trusted. Now, if you do a Craigslist post and you get a response back, you want to be straightforward. Hey, I book moves for movers and I booked a job. I either take 20% or I pay you by the hour. Are you interested? And a lot of times you will get movers that will say, or people, let's just say people, you will get people that are interested, and on the other hand, you'll get people like, no, I'm not interested, because they're thinking, if I'm not physically taking the money, I don't want to be scammed. And a lot of times people do get scammed out of things, and it kind of messes up things for other people. And it might not be specifically from moving jobs, but scams as like, if this person's not going to give me the money, what makes me think that you're going to give me the money after you've already been paid? it's understandable. You know what I mean? That's why it's up to you on how you pitch these guys and how you're talking to them and letting you know that you're trusted. But yes, so you want to start off with just saying, hey, you know, I book moves. I take a percentage of the moves because I booked the move. It's confirmed. I already got a deposit. If they do cancel, I will give you a cancellation fee, whether it's 25, 50 bucks. I will give you a cancellation fee. And if you don't book moves without a small fee, totally fine. But try to do that once you start getting the hang of it, because it can be an issue down the line. That's happened to me years back. I booked a move and I didn't get any cancellation. I mean, I didn't take a fee, like a deposit down. And what ended up happening was I contracted out the move. The guy got the truck because he didn't have a truck himself. He got the truck, went like an hour out, and the lady's like, no, I didn't call you guys for my move, but it's like, how did I get your information if you didn't call us to book the move? But I don't know if something was wrong with her, like if psychologically wrong with her, but she just kept acting a certain way. And basically what happened was he was out of money and I had booked the move, and now it was on me, because first off, if I want this guy to continue to work for me, I have to take care of this issue, because he just put out his own money for the truck. Mileage on a U-Haul is, you know, $1 something or 88 cents a mile. So it was my responsibility. So I was in the negative during that move, and that was on me. So once you start doing this, you will start realizing things that you need to do to improve your business, to improve this side hustle, because it's important, because you don't want to get yourself in a bind. And don't let this scare you, because it doesn't happen often at all. Actually, it's probably only happened to me like a handful of times where customers canceled. But as far as like that specific time, that's only happened one time. But yeah, so just be straightforward with them. Okay, well, how do I know how much to pay them by the hour? That all depends on you. $16 and $18 an hour. You have to keep in mind that their time, because if a person goes out, does the job, and it only lasts 2 hours, and they drove there with someone else and they only made 30 bucks because you're paying them $15 an hour, is it really worth, you know, taking the job? And they're probably gonna more than likely not even answer your text next time, things like that. But you do get those people that are desperate, that need the help, that are looking for extra money. $30, $40 makes a difference in their household, that will do it. Say, hey, I'll just do the percentage thing, that way they get more. Or you can say, hey, I'll pay you $20 an hour with a 3-hour minimum. So that means you would have to tell your customer you have a 3-hour minimum, whatever you charge an hour. Or you can say, okay, I'm gonna pay you $16 an hour, but I'm also gonna pay you for your gas. So I'm gonna pay you $16 an hour with a 3-hour minimum, and I'm gonna give you a little something for your gas. Or you can, if you have multiple moves in one day, what you can do is say that you have like 3 moves in one day. So they're gonna leave from this move, go on to the next one, and go on to the next one. If you did have a 2-hour minimum, it'll still be worth it, because they'll still be out and they'll still be getting profit from each job. So then you can be like, hey, I have 3 jobs set for you, they're all a 2-hour minimum. I'm gonna pay you $16 an hour, $16, $18 an hour, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a travel fee. But keep in mind, it's only 2-hour minimum, but at least I got a few jobs for you lined up for the day. Now, it's a lot easier for you to pay like family, like a 2-hour minimum without the travel fee and things like that, because they're family. You know, they know that you're looking out for them, and it's like a win-win thing. You're looking out for them, they're looking out for you. That you're able to also get people to, you know, work for you, or independent contractors, or even places like, there's places like, you know, where like they have the homes where people are trying to change their life and transition their lives, and they're really just looking for a stable job or looking for a way to have more money. You can do that too. But you definitely want to make sure you're running a background check, because it's important, because remember, you're getting these people that are going inside people's homes, and you don't want any issues with any theft or anything like that. That's something that can get you in some serious shit, and you don't want anything like that. But there are people who have just kind of fallen off and are trying to build themselves back up and are looking for opportunity and are looking to do the right thing, but they just don't know where to start. Those are the type of people that you can really help out, and it can be a win-win situation, and that are willing to start off, hey, I'll do a 2-hour minimum, that's not a problem, I'm just looking to make extra cash. That's totally fine too. So it's all up to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any more questions, concerns, please link them down in the description box, in the comment box down below. I'll try to get back to everyone as soon as I can, and thank you guys for watching.